Hello. Yes, we welcome you back to PSSB, Physical Sciences Silver Bullet, with me, Richard, here. Okay. Then the question says, what is meant by 1 kilowatt hour? Okay. What does it mean? 1 kilowatt hour is the amount of energy consumed by a device with a power of 1 kilowatt in a period of 1 hour. So the amount of energy which a device having power of 1 kilowatt consumed in 1 hour is what we call 1 kilowatt hour. It is the standard unit for measurement of electricity consumed. Yeah. Then comes another question. It says, an electric cooker of power 850 watts is connected to appropriate voltage for 3 hours. The cost of electricity from Eskom is 3.8 Rand per unit. So the question says, calculate the number of units consumed by the cooker. Okay, how do we go about this one? Okay, you need to know that number of units is equal to number of kilowatt hours. So that gives you this, that number of units is equal to power over 1000 times time in hours. So the question is, what is the power we have? The power is 850. So we divide it with 1000 times time, and the time is 3 hours. You have to take note that in this case, when you are calculating the number of units, our time is supposed to be hours. Remember, it's kilowatt hours. Here, then comes this question. It says, calculate the cost in rands for operating the cooker for 3 hours. How do you get this? You have to know that cost is equal to number of units times cost per unit. This one gives you 2.55 as the number of units and 3.8 as the cost per unit. Here, that is that. We get our answer as 9.69 rands. Yeah. Then comes this question. It says that Faith bought a kettle labeled 220 volts, 1500 watts. A fridge marked 220 volts, 1000 watts. And a toaster 220 volts, 800 watts. The cost of electricity per unit is given as 3.8 Rand. The fridge is connected to the outlet socket of 220 volts. Calculate the cost of operating the fridge for 1 day. Okay, you have to know that cost is equal to number of units times cost per unit. Okay, when you look at that, it is very clear that we know cost per unit, which is 3.8. Our problem is this, the number of units. So let us go for it. Calculating the number of units. Okay. And how do we deal with this? You have to know that number of units is equal to power of 1000 times time in hours. Okay, so what's the power? The power of the fridge is 1500 watts. And divided by 1000. Then times time, and the time must be in hours. But here we have to recall that the fridge was on for 1 day. So 1 day is 24 hours. So this gives us 36 units. So after getting the units, now we can go for the kil and get the cost. So back to our equation 1, cost is equal to number of units, which is 36, times cost per unit, which is 3.8. Yeah, that is that. So this is what we have. It is 136.8 rands. That's the cost of operating that fridge for that period of time. Yeah. Then comes this question. It says, calculate the cost of operating all 3 appliances for 3 hours if they are connected across 220 potential difference. Okay. How do you go about this? Remember, we said cost is equal to number of units times cost per unit. Okay. So what do we do here? We calculate number of units. So you say calculating number of units consumed. Okay. How do you go about this? Okay. This is what you have to know, that number of units is equal to power over 1000 times time in hours. So here we have power, so we need total power. So we are going to add 1500. We are going to add 1000, and we add 800 to get total power. So this is what we get. 3300 watts. So what do? We substitute in the equation and we say number of units is equal to power, which is 3300, divided by 1000 times time in hours, which is 3. So that is it. The number of units consumed is 9.9 units. So what do we do now? We substitute in our equation, which says cost is equal to number of units times cost per unit. So cost is equal to 9.9 times 3.8. Yeah, that is it. So the cost is this, 37.62 rands. And with that, I would like to thank you for your time. The channel is PSSB Physical Sciences Silver Bullet with me, Richard, here. We urge you to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. And we would like to tell you that Physical Sciences Silver Bullet handles physical sciences, grade 12, 11 and 10, and natural sciences, grade 8 and 9. So we urge you to stay, and also we advise you that when you are using our channel, we advise you to use playlist. Don't go to video, because this channel has a very wide scope from grade 8 up to grade 12. So looking for material will be a hassle. So just go to playlist and click the material which belongs to you. For grade 8 and 9, look for natural sciences grade 8 or natural sciences grade 9. For physical sciences grade 11 and 10. Look for physical sciences grade 10 and physical sciences grade 11. As for grade 12, each topic is presented independently. So each topic is a tile. Just click on it and you have all the material which you need about that topic. With that, I would like to say thank you. We love you. See you then. Bye bye.